So, a lot of you probably know that I started out playing SSO because of the original games that I played when I was little. When I started playing SSO, I was wondering if there were more games released by the same creators taking place in Jorvik. Because originally there were 3 separate game series taking place in Jorvik, and they were released through Stabenfeld, who was responsible for some book clubs. And I was wondering if we didn't receive all of those games. Maybe we weren't member of those clubs long enough to get all the games. So I was pretty excited to, maybe discover more of those games, more of the lore. And yeah, I was pretty disappointed to discover that those 3 game series were the only one taking place in Jorvik, because I wanted more. But something that has later come to my attention is that the same game developers made another game series that is not taking place in Jorvik. So after looking into this game series, I realized that this world actually has pretty much the same potential as Jorvik. And I'd like to think that when Star Stable Entertainment bought the rights to the Jorvik games, it could have been Springdale. So let me tell you a little bit about these games. The game series was developed by Pixel Tales, Hidden Entertainment, and Panvision, and was published by Stabenfeld in 2009. So very much similar to the Jorvik games. The concept of these games is pretty much exactly the same as the original Star Stable games, that meaning the Season Riders. So basically, it's an open world horse game where you arrive as a new girl and you get to explore this world and the inhabitants, and you get to help around as a stable hand to build reputation and expand your skills as a horse rider. And it's pretty interesting because if you play these games, you will discover that there are a lot of assets that are also in Star Stable Online right now. Like, for example, the horse trailer, the ferry, and a lot of the sounds are the exact same as in SSO. So now surely there's some of you saying, well, okay, so it's an open world horse game, but there's no plot, there's no story, similar to what we have in Jorvik. But that's where the interesting part comes in, because these 4 Springdale games are not the only ones released under the Springdale title. Back in 2005, there was a game released by a different company that was also under the Springdale title, and it was called The Horse Mystery. I will say that I'm not sure how this connects to the other 4 Springdale games, because it was developed by some other people. Pixel Tales and Hidden Entertainment has nothing to do with this game whatsoever, as it was released by Artplant. What's also interesting is that this game was released under a lot of different titles, but one of them was Springdale The Horse Mystery. So I would like to think that this takes place in the same world, even though it has different creators. Regardless, these 5 games are the only ones ever released under the Springdale title, so I feel like they should be tied together somehow. So let's assume that they are. What exactly is the plot of Springdale The Horse Mystery? You start out with the very typical plot of a city girl arriving in a new town and getting to own a horse. But it doesn't take long until the game starts taking a darker turn. The main character, Amanda, starts having strange dreams and nightmares about something following her. Someone is trying to tell her something, but she doesn't understand what it is. Every horse that comes close to the farm is freaking out for some reason. The stables seem cursed, and Amanda doesn't know how to explain it. She doesn't understand what is going on the farm and why everyone is acting so strangely. So the game eventually concludes that horses were mistreated on the farm. However, that does not feel like the full story. Mistreated horses does not explain why every other horse reacts to the farm, and it certainly doesn't explain Amanda's weird dreams. Additionally, the game doesn't actually get to punish the villain, and it seems like there was supposed to be another game, but there never was. The loose ends of this story is an amazing starting point for a new game, and I have been dreaming so much about the potential of the world of Springdale. I swear, at this point, I have gotten completely lost in this world. I have made a whole horse game in my head based in this world, and I am this close to making theories about these games, even though there is no continuation of it. I think this world and this story has so much potential, and I would die if someone actually went ahead, bought the rights to this, and actually made this game possible. So let me tell you a little bit about what I am thinking that a new game could bring to this world. We get to create our own character in an open world horse game. When we first arrive in the town of Springdale, everything seems normal. We start out with the regular, getting to know the people around the town and starting to get to know our life on horseback. But everything changes as we start having dreams or visions of some sort. We don't really understand what they mean, and we don't really understand what they're trying to tell us or where they come from at all. But we know that something weird is going on. We start talking to people around the town to figure out what this may mean, but nobody believes you and nobody is able to tell you anything about the dreams you're having. That is until someone tells you about this girl called Amanda who experienced something similar some time back. This is how you first get to meet Amanda, who's the only other person in Springdale who's experienced anything like this. You end up working together with her and her friends to try and solve this mystery, and as it turns out, the world has a lot more to uncover than you can ever imagine. So how's that for a plot, huh? And just before I end the video, I'm sure that a lot of you are curious, where can I buy this game? How can I play it? Is it available anywhere? And the short answer is, probably not. Not only are the games old and kind of hard to play for some people, but they are also kind of hard to come by. You have to buy secondhand copies. The horse mystery is a bit easier to buy than the other ones because it is available under different titles. If I can find all the titles, I'll put them on the screen so that you can start searching. But that one is also available in English. The 4 open world Springdale games on PC are not available in English, sadly. They are also pretty hard to come by, so that's 2 difficulties for those games. However, there are console versions which have merged all 4 of the Springdale games into one, which is simply called Springdale. And those are available for Wii and PlayStation 2. And I'm pretty sure that those are also available in English. So if you want to play Springdale in English, those are the versions to get. I'm pretty sure that the Wii version is the easiest to get by. But that's at least some information that you may want to have if you want to play those games. And now at least you know that they exist and that there is a world out there that has the same potential as Jorvik.
Hi, my name's Amanda.
You smell like a horse!
So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, if you did, I'll see you around. Bye!